Hello, 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 everyone. Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. We had major rain. Hey, Jan. Hey, Anne. We had major rain overnight. We had 70 milliliters. So I don't know. It was crazy. Ditches were full. It's now soaking in. Woke up. There was no power. So we went and got coffee in the next town. Um, yeah, that's about it. So Sunday we were playing with making a mess. I was trying that um, technique that Suzanne Rose does. I didn't find it very successful because, of course, I wasn't really using inks. I was using watered down paint. So I have lots and lots and lots of painty papers to deal with. So I figured we could play some wobble cut and do some fish and that kind of thing out of it. I did cut a stack of ATCs out of them so that these are ready for Friday when Jean and I are doing the alphabet ATCs. So I've got those. What else have I done? I did a few chickens, just playing. When I came down to play and clean up a bit after my stream on Sunday, after supper, the lovely Anne Lar was on, and she had my beacons on, and they did a prompt along thing. And that was Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Mine still isn't dry because one of the things was to drip or spatter, and I figured, oh, I'm just going to drip. So, in my infinite wisdom, because this is, you have to use food packaging, so this is on a cereal bag liner. So the paint stuck really nice. It was already painted, but I actually used it for a pull for my gel plate. So anyway, I used stamp pad ink to drip, and it's still wet. And I did this on Sunday. So of course I had to touch it because I didn't believe it was still wet after all this time. You know, too soon old, late smart. So anyway, that needs to dry still. Just things just aren't going the way I'm seeing them this week, it seems. So I figured since I've got all these painty papers, I'm just going to do some wobble cuts, do some chickens, some fish, maybe punch out some circles to do umbrellas. I don't know. But just thought, we could visit and play. Went and picked up a few groceries yesterday morning, and I picked up a renter's guide. It's a nice, sturdy, thick, nice quality paper. It is glossy, but there is 40 pages, including the covers. So I'm thinking I could turn this into a journal, like two journals. And then I could start using my fussy cuts and things because I really have to start thinning things down. So I would just cut it in half and fold the pages in and glue it. You know what I mean? Just short, small journals, but they'd be really chunky, you know. 40 pages, that's 80 pages to embellish. The nice thing is that some of this stuff, because it's buildings, I might just leave this kind of thing, like this building, and just add my buildings around it. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking to do with that. I started putting a whole bunch of little bits in my snippet book. I've decided it's not really a, hey, Belinda, I'm not thinking that this is going to be a snippet book anymore. Well, because I've got all the crocheting and the sewing on the very front page, that, I'm probably going to cut into tags. This one too, I think I'm just going to cut it into tags and back it and call them done. So I have been playing in that a little bit since the last time I showed you. What else have I been playing with? What else? Really not too much. Oh, yeah, I lied. So I had all these Kleenex box. You know how you open the Kleenex box and it's got these ovals with the... So I covered them in those pages, those papers that we did on Sunday. This had already been painted. I cut out those 2 roses that I used the stencil as a stamp for. I thought those could just be used as something. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to do some buttons, some paper buttons. This that I want to use for buttons is bigger than the 1-inch punch. So I think I would just use this, stamp some buttons, and then just hand cut them. If that makes sense. But yeah, like I cut the ATCs and I've got this size piece left. And I know that that's a lovely piece that I can make pockets or whatever out of. It's just that I've got so much of this stuff. So I figured that I would lop off some fish, do some flowers, maybe umbrellas, just to use up a few of these and make them more usable for, add to my stash that I haven't used in forever. Okay, so I'm going to start by lopping a piece off and a smaller piece and this size piece. So this one I am going to fold in half. I don't know if it's big enough for a 2-inch circle, just 2 inches. So I'm going to cut out a 2-inch circle from that and I'm going to make umbrellas. So then I've got the corners here. I really try not to waste anything. Just grabbing my hole punch. So I can make some glasses out of these corners. The new car is fabulous, thanks. I'm loving it. Oh, yay, Jan, that's good to know. Okay, so I'm going to, because I folded it in half, you guys know how I work. That's going to make umbrellas. I'm going to punch the holes here, and then I'm going to cut 2 pairs of glasses. And of course, I don't get rid of the centers because you know me. Yeah, I'm thrilled to have a new car, Jan. That poor little cruiser of mine is getting so old. The windows don't go up all the way anymore. Those of you who are not familiar, I have a PT Cruiser ragtop. It's a 2005, and she's tired. But the windows snug up under the top, and they're not going up anymore. So when we got up this morning, the whole interior is just sopping because she was out in the rain. She's only good for parts now, but okay, so I've got 2 pairs of little glasses. Yeah, I'm really excited too. This means we can travel. We need to go out to the West Coast. And so I've got these pieces. Now, I could cut them across here, add them to the bits book, or I could cut them and use them as corners on pages. So I don't know what I want to do with those. I think I'm going to use, no, you know what? I'm just going to take them and glue them in the book. Stop it. Just look, this stuff's going in the garbage. See, look, gone. This is going to get glued into on this page. And I'm going to do it right now. You know what? I've got stacks of stuff to make corners on right now. I'm going to glue them right down. Then I'm going to cut chickens and fish. And I might take one of those and do corners. So I hope everything is good with you guys. And then, of course, I'm going to use this as backgrounds for something. Yeah, I've decided that I should have this book or one of my books out at all times so I can do this so that it's done, Okay, done. So we're going to cover the glue. I'm going to, first off, let's do these umbrellas. Let's do the umbrellas first. So we're going to take them, stack them, fold them in half. And we're going to do scalloped edge from the corner. Wobble. Right? We're just going to do this. They don't have to be even. We're not stressing. It's an umbrella. Okay? So now we've got umbrellas. Yeah, it's supposed to be 30 here tomorrow. And these little pieces, you know what? Yeah, I know. But look, wouldn't these make just a cute little flower? It's got the nice little petals. And the thing too is because I use tempera paints, these are watercolors. So if I do too much with them, they're going to bleed. Maybe I'll just leave those as a 3-petal flower, almost like a forget-me-not. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to save these for now. I might just turn them into flowers as they are. You know how that works. This is going to be some fish, so I'm going to fold it. Oh, cool. Oh, tracing paper. I love tracing paper. That was my other option for playing today, guys. I was, because that prompt along from Anne, you're supposed to either border it with washi tape or some sort of paper border, like cut strips and do a border on that prompt along. So I was going to use my homemade washi paper, but it's so wet still from that ink, I haven't done it. But I'm thinking it's time to do some more of this as well. I've got the pink, the blue, and the green. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. Well, it's not going to be for a while, Jan. There's so many fires that we have to watch for, Thanks, Anne. So, look, I folded papers. I'm making fish. So we're going to start at the head, go around, cut the upper fin, and then we're going to go up to the tail. We're going to just go up to that point of the paper, cut it off. This is going in the garbage. Gone. So now we're going to do just a little bit of a split tail. And I'm just wobbling to the corners. So I'm at this corner. I'm going to wobble on down. Body, bottom fin. And back to the head. Little fishies. Let's clean up these bits. 240 packs of construction. Oh, wow. Hi, Malia. You came on my wobble cut day. Did some envelopes. Ha! See, I'm reading and talking. Umbrellas. I did some little glasses. I want to do chickens. This is out of all that painty paper that I did on Sunday. So I cut it so that there's 6 of them. I know. You're replaying that. Thanks, Barbara. I get it. I get it. So this one I'm going to cut chickens out of because these are the way I do the chickens for the journals. Unless I do like a Goonie bird. Chickens. We're doing chickens now. Ooh, they're going to be big, fat, short chickens. So it's folded. We're going to just do like a semicircle kind of thing. Yeah, they're going to be pretty fat chickens. And then you go from one corner, swoop down to the other corner, and you got chickens. Ooh, no, garbage. It's just going in the garbage. These are garbage. So I should probably glue them down and get them done. So all I have to do is cut them out and they're done. So I'm just going to take a piece of white paper. I know. I'm doing good with the garbage. And you got to leave room for the heads and feet and stuff. I should be able to get 3 on this one. Chickens. One more piece of white paper. See, I'm keeping all my stuff kicking around so that I knew I was going to be using it for this kind of thing. Yeah, I'm doing good. Trying to, not waste paper as well. I don't know why. Just play my game today. Okay. So, I'm going to let that glue dry a bit because it's kind of coming out the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the umbrellas while I'm thinking of it. I'm going to take my white gel pen. And we figure the center is probably about here. So I'm going to go down to the points, curvy lines. That gives it that umbrella feel. And then you can add handles when you put them in. A hard-boiled egg, right on. Center, down to the points. So I hope everybody's having a lovely summer. Oops. You know what? Doesn't matter. You could end up putting polka dots on these. You could leave them the way they are. I'm just going to leave them the way they are and throw them in the umbrella file. I have an umbrella file. I suppose that doesn't surprise anybody. Oh, I guess I could make some feathers out of this beautiful stuff too. Sorry, looking for my umbrellas. I know they're here someplace. Oh, and I did some mushrooms as well. I chopped up some mushrooms out of some of this stuff. Just using up bits. Um, like I say, I found that wonderful renter's guide, Manitoba renter's guide. There's my umbrellas. Um, so I'm going to turn that into a journal. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do one all on fish because I've got lots of fish. These are good to go. We'll just decorate them up now. First thing you do is you outline it in black because it's against a white background. So I use black. Give them a wing, just like a smiley face. Give them a beak. Little bit of an eye. Scribble a bit for the top comb. And we're just going to do loopy stuff for feathers, tail feathers, little feet. Then I would take a yellow marker and fill in the beak and red for the comb. I will do that when I've got a bunch to do, so I'm not going back and forth too many times. Oh, thanks. I've done my chickens before. I just haven't shown you how I decorate them. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to use this part as her beak because we don't want them facing all the same way. Black eyes, scribble for the comb, tail feathers, legs. Just have fun. Just have fun. Make a bunch of little chickens. Tuck them in different places in your journals. I was even thinking you could do like a thought bubble for the chicken and, you know, like, I don't know, eat the beef maybe. You know, but could definitely have fun with some chicken type thought bubbles. And some feet. Don't forget the wing. But you know, they've got a little bit of attitude too. Barbara, I was thinking about you. A couple of years ago, I not just a couple, see, that's supposed to be a scribble. A couple of years ago, I did Janet M. Young's scavenger hunt, and they said do a page out of one of your friends in the box. Did I ever show you the one I did for you? Oh, we could do all kinds of why did the chicken cross the road jokes. I was actually, when I was showing this journal on, so that was my prompt friends in the box. So I did Barbara. Okay, I just added that to the pile on the desk beside me. Okay, so the chickens are done. They just need to be colored and cut out. Chicken or the egg, chicken across the road. Yes, perfect. Okay, so I've got this piece I'm going to trim off the white. Now I could definitely do a feather out of this. I could definitely do a feather. Hi, Shaz. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome, Barbara. I should scan it and send a picture of it to you like a postcard. Or bring it to you or something. Okay, so I can't see in this conglomeration where I use wire from earbuds and things. I save it, surprise, surprise, and I use it for the centers of my feathers. But, I don't see any here. So you know what? I'm just going to use a piece of yarn. And I'm just going to glue the yarn down the center, fold it, glue it, and let it dry. And then I would be, if that makes sense. So this needs a good, reasonable coating of glue. Then I'll cut the feather before the live is over. So I'm just going to stick this yarn down the center. I'm going to put more glue on the top. The reason I'm doing this is because it gives that center vein of the feather, like the quill part, that bit of depth. Of course, it's not going to be the same as the wire, not going to be able to manipulate it the way you would wire. So I'm just pressing pretty tightly against where that yarn is so that I know where the shaft is going to be, if that makes sense. Okay, I will do that. I'm going to let that dry because I don't want to cut that with wet glue and my scissors. So look at, we got chickens, and I got the umbrellas and the glasses and the fish. And that was from just one little piece of paper. Okay, I've got this little piece of paper. I'm going to cut it like this. And like this. I could do paper clips as well, definitely. Maybe I should grab some paper clips and do those. Have them here, and then I could just do a variety of things. Bases, and then... Okay, we're folding this one in 4. We're just wobble cutting today, Shaz. I'm just trying to use up some of those papers that I created on Sunday. So I'm going to do another fish out of this because it's little. And fish come in all sizes. So I started at the head, did a top fin to the tip of the tail. We'll just do this as a flat tail up to the body. Ooh, you know what? This one's going to have 2 bottom fins. And to the face. Now let's see what it looks like on the painted sides. So I did 4. And these fish all need decorating, of course. Do you guys want me to decorate one of these, or these fish so you can see how I do it so that you can play with them yourselves? Okay. So what I'll do is I'll find a bigger fish in here. Okay, so it's the same kind of thing. I just wobble cut them. And so gel pen, black. Look, paper bits, garbage. So I usually start at the tail because it's narrow at the body. It's just easier to hold the top fin for me. You know what? I'm going to pull that stool up so that it's easier for you guys to see. I need a blank piece of brown paper so that. Okay. We'll ignore this stuff, okay? I was playing with stamps. Okay, so here's the fish. Can we see them good? Is it better if I turn this light out? Hi, Jean. Welcome, welcome. I'm wobble cutting and I just cut some fish, so I'm. I know, it's crazy. Okay, so as I say, I start at the tail and I outline. It goes down, fat body, around the face, to the tail. Then I do the fins. Okay, so just like that, you have a cute little fish. So you're going to add the gill. You can add 2 gills if you want. And an eye. A little bit of a mouth. The side fin. And then you just do some lines on the fins. And the tail. Thanks, Jean. So that's how I start the little fish. Okay. I wobble cut them, and that's the base that I start with. Then I'll take pencil crayons and I'll give like the whole belly, make it nice and orange. Maybe underneath the face as well, a little bit of orange. Color them the way you want. Add some green, add some turquoise, you know, just little flecks here and there. You're just having fun. Right? So then I take my white. You can see it as a fish. Then I take the white and I give it a little bit more of the line so that then on the fins. And that's how I do my fish. Chicken of the sea, there you go. So that's how I do the fish. So that one's done. It's going to have to go in the other bin. A lot of times when I'm watching other people's lives is when I'll decorate the fish or, you know, whatever. Okay, so now I'm completely, okay, we'll make chickens out of these. This one, fold it in half. Partial circle thing. Go from the point. Oh. There I have 2 chicken bodies. These can go in the garbage. I'm going to save this petal. So I'm going to glue those down on here. I know, I'm throwing bits out. It's not like me. I'm well aware that that is so not like me. Then I go down to another piece of paper so I can add the legs, etc. This is a painty paper on some magazine. It looks like I was doing a brayer off. Okay, so let's give them beaks. Do the scribble for the comb, little legs and feet. And just some loopy stuff for the tail. And the wing, don't forget the wing. You don't have to color the beaks in yellow. You don't have to color the combs in red. I just like it. Oops, that's nice dark comb, that one. And of course, you can go like that for the beaks too, if you want. Like, make them your own, guys. Make them your own. This is just how I do it. It's up to you to embrace it, play. There, got the chickens. That's 6 chickens. I think I want to do a feather out of this. So I'll fold it in half. Take another hunk of yarn. Get the glue. I could use it for compost, but it's got acrylic paint, which is plastic base. So if it's just plain paper, yes, I will put it in the compost. But because this has paint, I won't do that. So as I say, I'm using yarn this time round. That's very wet. Very, very wet. So I don't know if I'll be able to get these done today. Ron just went to get my boys. No, like my construction paper bits. Yeah, definitely. I put them in my compost. Little bits of white copy paper that, I definitely have one for compost and one for that has to go in the trash. So I think that's going to make a lovely feather as well. Of course, I'm going to cut the strings off. Or, if I left this strings on and I tied them together, I could have like a dangly bunch of feathers. There we go. Dangly bunch of feathers coming soon to a table near me. Another hunk of paper. I'm just reaching over and grabbing bits of leftovers from. I've got this lovely pink and white and purple, bit of gray. It's got a lot of white on it. Garbage. Not even putting it in the book, guys. What do I want to do with you? Let's make a couple of flowers. So I'm folding it in half. We're going to wobble cut circles. Wobble cut circles. Look, I have this. It's very pale. I'm not even going to bother making glasses out of it. Garbage. Right now, garbage. Okay. Let's figure out what kind of petals we want this to have. We could have 2 rows of petals. If I go like this, those would be the outside petals. So then the inside petals would be kind of like this. These would be the outside petals. So got to do black around the outside so it flows, guys. It's got to flow for me. Did I say that? Who am I? What have I done with Kim? Flower. So let's figure out where the outside ones are. Not that I need to have matching flowers, but sometimes it's nice if you're doing a journal or whatever. You might want throughout the journal to have some things that are complementary to each other so that it flows that little bit better. And because this is so pale, I am going to take this, what is this? Raspberry. And I am just going to do a little bit of color coming up, almost like a shadow, so that you can see that there's two layers of petals. And then I'm going to color these petals about halfway up. Just again, color flow. All right. Again, I'm just shading around the top layer of petals so that you can see that they're on top. There's a bit of shadow. Again, Crayola. Crayola is the best, softest pencil crayons for doing this if you're working on painted paper. Love Crayola crayons. There we go. I have 2 flowers. These are going to be feathers. They're not dry yet. Another piece of paper. Yeah, no. What it is one of my daughters was here and we were talking about the amount of stuff that I've got down here. And she says, Mom, you've got so many papers down there. I'm just going to throw them all out. So if I make them into things, maybe she won't throw them out. No, it's not the gremlin. It's the goblin. The green goblin. Did I put gremlin? It's goblin. I keep saying gremlin too, but those are those things you don't want to add water to. Hi, Joni. Oh, pickles. Nice. Are they dills? Are they sweet pickles? Are they freezer pickles? Are they. What kind of pickles? Don't like that one. You know what? This is going to go right in the book. Right in the book. Oh, dill refrigerator. Nice. Nice, nice. So my grandsons are getting picked up right now. They're coming here for supper and probably the night. I'm assuming the night because, Oh, look, I've got lots of that there. Maybe you need a new page. You can go on a new page. That's ugly. We'll just start adding paper to this. Okay. Just touch that prompt along I did. So this has two different kinds of things on it. I'm going to chop it down the middle. Oh, are you guys doing an intervention with me or what? Oh, that's nice, Joni. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. Okay. What are we going to do with this? Should I do fish? Chickens. I'm going to do chickens. Little chickens. No. What am I going to do? I don't know. You're folding. I don't know what to do with you. This is nice red. I'm going to make flowers. Little flowers. I fold it small. Wobble and cut. Flowers. Look, it went in the bin again, guys. Got nice little flowers. What are you electing Sherry to do here? You guys are scary. Okay, I'm going to use this raspberry and I'm going to do the centers. Big raspberry center. So I had an idea. I was thinking because I did these Kleenex box tabs, right? Wouldn't they look cute with just a floral thing? Floral thing. Okay, so I did the centers. These ones, I'm just going to take this black gel pen and I'm just going to do lines, radiating lines. Come back. Whoop. All the flowers don't have to be the same. So I'm going to do a bunch of those flowers. And I actually have a desk bin for my flowers so that I don't have to go looking for flowers and leaves all the time. Not that I do that, but oh no. Hey, why aren't you opening? You opened it nicely before. Look, I'm actually putting things in the places that they go to. I'm not just leaving them stacked on my desk because I learned my lesson with that on Sunday when I got paint all over some of those stamped things I did last week. Another little flower. Like a sequin? Ooh, I could sew it down with a bead. That would be very cute. What would I sew it down onto with a bead center? I could darn near anything. Maybe we'll have to do tags one day very soon so that I can do those things. Is there anything you guys would like to see me make? Friday, we're doing the ATCs, Jean and I, but Sunday, if you've got something that you would like to think of something for me to play Sunday, I'm just throwing it out there. You guys have to take a vote on it. Stealth trash. I love it. That's good. I know this is boring for you guys, but if I don't do it now, because I just like to grab and go, right? So it's either do it now or in the middle of something that I'm doing, I will be stopping and doing this. Okay. You can't think straight? Oh, adulting sometimes is a necessary evil. I have to do some of that sometime this week. I have company here from BC coming tomorrow. It's just coming for a couple of hours visit. And Thursday, I think we're going to go on putt someplace. I'm not sure where. Okay, this one and this one aren't too bad. This one's still really wet. I don't understand. This one probably is too, but it being glossy paper, it's not feeling as bad. Okay, anyway, I'll start with this one. Can you see where, let's see if I turn that out again. Go, turn off. There we go. If you can see where the yarn is, it's got a bit of a bump. It's got a bit of a raised thing where the yarn is. Can you see that? This one, can you see it? Okay, you guys can see that. So that's going to be the center of the feather, right? The quill of the feather. So again, I'm just going to make it feather shaped. So feathers usually have that fuzzy stuff at the bottom, the down part of it. So I'm going to just do a bit of an angle at the very bottom so that when I fringe, this stuff is going to be the down part of the feather, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut it up feather shaped. And I'm not going to cut it right to the tip because if I cut that, the black yarn is going to show. So I'm leaving that fold over. So that's going to be the feather. Now I'm just going to come in with my scissors and I am going to cut like fringe, very, very, very fine fringe. And in some places, it's going to have a little triangle that you pull out. If that makes any sense to you. I don't know how well you can see that. Can you see that? So I'm going to fringe this thing all the way around like that. A fringe fish. Yeah, could be. Could very well be. So it's okay if you have some that actually fall out, because feathers have those holes in them sometimes. Quite on the set. Surgery in progress, yes. So now for this part, I go at this kind of an angle. So it looks, and you do it all the way around. They look lovely in a journal, especially if you're using painty papers and they're modelly and you know. Trying to do it so that you can see. It's all fringy, like a feather. This is the tedious part. This is the kind of thing you make a bunch of them, and then when you're sitting listening to TV or with your morning coffee or whatever, that's when you do it. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I have lots of fish that needs to be inked. Oh, over the surgery table. Well, sorta, sorta. So I'm just gonna do this half of this feather just so that you guys can see what, you know, how I do it. Can you see? Hi, trees. Okay, so of course I will do the other side. You want these to be, fringy as well. And if I could find my envelope of feathers that I did, I would show you. So I've got this one half done. This one I haven't even started. Look, again, bin. Okay, never did decide what this is going to be. It's going to be fish. Nice to see you here. We're just playing wobble cuts today. I'm just using up leftover stuff that I have because I have mountains of scraps. Oh, see, I had that bin out and I didn't put these flowers in it. Oy, let's put them in. So yeah, if you guys could think of something to do on Sunday, otherwise maybe I'll just do some tags and stuff with you. Decorate some tags. Sure, Belinda. Okay, let's do fish. Top fin, tail. Do this kind of a tail again. Bottom fin, face. There we go. More fish. Monsters. Do you want to do monsters? I could do monsters on Sunday. Yeah, I'm throwing bits in the garbage because normally I don't throw anything away. All right, so another piece of paper. Let's grab a bigger one. See, I've got full sheets here. Let's use this book page. So we'll cut off that white, beige, whatever. That can go away. Yeah, it's not something I do very often, is throw stuff in the garbage. I'm just going to cut this in 3. We'll do some medium-sized chickens out of this. Okay, chickens. That's going to be a really fat, short and fat chicken. These I am going to keep because I think I could do some really cool kind of petal stuff for the florals I do. These need to go on a piece of white paper. Okay, I've got 2 really nice pieces for folds here. Oh, yeah. Were they the monsters or the aliens? Herb and Rietta? And Henrietta? Oh, I ripped that. Paper's old and fragile. That could be the problem. Could be the problem. Okay. Got the dots. They go in there. Ooh. I don't know. These are going to be very fragile glasses. Nope, it broke. Okay, it's just going away. No glasses for me. Glue. I could certainly do monsters. Elmer's Glue All. That's my go-to glue. You guys know. I may have to do polka dots on these chickens because the books that I read may have some trigger words. This one is Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. Is it Dan Brown? I think so. Okay, so those have to dry because I know I've got glue smeared up the side a little bit. I've got this piece. Let's make that into flowers. I'm just going to wobble cut these flowers. You know what? I think I want to do these into buttons. I know I could use them to collage monsters, but you know what? I have lots. I have all those Kim bits I did that I scanned that you guys could print. Okay, I'm going to do buttons. And no, I am not overly concerned about following the lines. Nope, gone. So I'm just going to draw that center line, center circle. And you know what? It's not equal. You know what else? That's perfectly fine. So to do the holes in buttons, this one I was painting on. I'll probably do some painting or something a little bit more to these. I haven't decided. But what I do is I take a hole punch. Oh. My hole punch is 2 better than the punched now. Anyway, if that was a circle, I would take it, fold it in four, and then take a needle or something and poke a hole so that I've got 4 holes for the button. Let me get a smaller hole punch. I have this itty bitty one. I'm not going to be dumpster diving. I have a really itty bitty hole punch thing. So I'm going to punch that hole. It's little. He doesn't want to come out of there. Come out. Come out. Wherever you are. Unfold it. Now, if that was a perfect circle, that'd be awesome. I'm just going to put it here. And I'm going to draw in those 4 circles. And that's where I am going to stitch. Did that make sense to you guys on how I do my buttonholes for my buttons? You can't stop laughing? Yeah. You can get some great things out of other people's garbages. Like furniture to paint and, stuff. Went to my local hardware store. I'm looking for tester jars of exterior paint. So I'm going to add that to a button pile that I can play with. I'll have some made so that I can show you how I do them in the journals, because I think I am going to cut that magazine up and start a journal out of it. Okay, I've got this piece. We did chickens. We did buttons. What should this piece be, guys? It's going to be fish. It's long and narrow. I am not going dumpster diving. Honest. Really. Top fin. Big tail. This is only folded in 4, so I'm just going to get 4 of these fish. This one too is going to have 2 bottom fins. And the rest of the head. Ooh, thin woodcuts. See, the fish don't have to be pretty. You're going to decorate them anyway. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I love it. Okay. So I'm looking at this feather and I've decided I want to trim that. So it looks more like a feather than a fish. Okay, another piece of paper. All right. What else do I have beside me? I have this one. Thought this would make lovely flowers. That's going to get glued in the book. Glue it. Just do it now. That's cool. That's very fun. And this is going to go. Ooh. It's going to overlap that one a little bit. I don't care. There. So what I'm going to do with these, I won't be able to do it with this one because I've got the crocheting and a whole bunch of stitching and beadwork on it. This one I'm going to actually have to be careful how I cut it into sections, but I'm going to use it for tags. And this one, I'm just going to take it, flip it upside down, and run it through the slicer cutter and make some tags out of it. And just leave them like that. I will have to back them. I'll back them with some of my lined paper or something. And I'm just going to use them as tucks into journals. Okay, this piece of paper. How do we want to cut it? In half and thirds, in half and thirds. Let's cut it in half. Need a horsey. Oh, a horsey. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Do. Okay, I'm going to try and freehand cut a horse here. Just its head and neck, okay? You'll have it on rye. Please hold the mayo. What about a pickle? Need the pickle? Okay, so we're going to go. I'm doing the neck, the ear, the face, the neck, and the chest. Well, let's see if I can turn that into a horse, guys. Mouth, nostril. They've got big eyes with lovely eyelashes. We've got mane. And ear. Ooh, he looks like a mean horsey. That horsey's pissed off. I can refine them, but I've got to start. Thanks, Jazz. Needs a better mane. Well, we have a cartoon horse. Horse in striped pajamas. Ooh. You want me to do a Big Mac? Collage a Big Mac? Got to do this one too. Oh, see, it's supposed to have mane on over his face too. That's it. That's it. Maybe. Maybe. Hi, baby. How are ya? I'm good, love. I'm still on my live. I'll be up shortly. Yeah. Oh, discussing if the sandwich was getting a pickle. Okay. Striped pajamas. Well, I would have to color that with pencil crayon, I think. I like this one better. It looks much more gentle. That one looks kind of do. You know? You're welcome, Shaz. Okay, now I'm going to start doing horses, guys. They could be peeking out. Look, if you had a journal, you got a journal, and just something journal. Okay, I have a card. If you took them and just had them peeking out of like a pocket, you know, this is not a good journal to try it on. Let's try this one. I'm looking for, here, that he could just be kind of sticking out. I'd probably do him a little closer, so just his chest, you know, but he could just be kind of coming out of the corner of the page or peeking through a window frame. That would be cool too. I've got lots of frames. I could do that. Oh, I could have, see on my garage door, I've got a pink flamingo looking out the window and chickens, but could definitely use the horse. Okay, look, I've got big corners. See if this one's going to cut nicer for me. It does. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to have to say goodbye because my boys are here. Okay, so fold a piece of paper, do the hole punch, right? No, the sign on the house on the garage door says the loon and the clown. We're not sure which one of us is which. These are going to be big horn rimmed glasses. A horse with no name. Yeah, they've got no name. Those are cute little glasses. You can't see them on my hand. Didn't those glasses turn out cute? Okay, I got 2 more pairs of glasses to cut out. So again, where the fold is, use a hole punch out the holes. Hi, Jean. Nice to see ya. These ones are just going to be straight round. They won't have horn rims. But they're going to be thick. Thick glasses. Guess I'm going to have to do a whack load of ladies. Use up all my glasses, too. Just little round ones. And one more. Should we do square glasses? I don't think I've done square glasses. Except on Kevin. No, Sherman. Did square glasses on Sherman, but didn't I just draw them? Can't remember. And we've got square glasses. All right. On that note, guys, thank you very much for being here. Those of you in the balcony, I appreciate you popping in and keeping us company. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that you guys got some ideas today on my wobble cuts and things that I do and learning how to do a horse, a goofy horse, but hey, I tried. So thanks, guys. See you Friday. Take care. Friday is Alphabet ATCs. I will, Jan. Thanks. We will see you guys Friday. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.